Hi there, welcome to Money Box by Rookie Manager. My name is Kelly Murungi. Today we have our first viewer question. Somebody on Twitter asked me to feature this on the video. So she has had some debt that she's been paying off, and she asked me, so if you have debt and you have some extra money, should you pay off the debt, make extra payments, or should you save that money? This was connected to our 52-week challenge discussion, where we are setting aside money progressively for this year towards a goal. When thinking about whether to pay off a loan or to make savings, there are a number of considerations. First, of course, is your personal circumstances. We call it personal finance because of that. It is personal. And I'm going to try as much as possible and cover for these scenarios in this video. And if you have additional questions, please ask in the comment section and I'll try answer those questions as comprehensively as possible. So the first consideration, if you have some extra money and you want to either pay off the loan or save it, is what the loan was for. Now, if you took a loan maybe from the circle or from the bank to make an investment, the assumption is that you had done the math and the interest rate that you're paying is in some way lower than the return from the investment that you made. So we can say that that sort of loan is sort of taken care of, and typically these loans tend to be long-term. So they are harder to pay off, they take longer. Maybe it's a 4-year loan, so if you make extra payments, you maybe pay it off in 3 years. And really, you may feel insecure to stay for 3 years without any sort of savings. So if it is a long-term investment loan, then you want to keep saving even as you pay down the loan. And also these savings can go towards increasing your loan limits, for example, with a circle, or even into other investments. But if you made a borrowing for other purposes, what we typically call consumer loans, so money that you take and spend, and this expenditure doesn't bring you any sort of income or interest, then there are a number of considerations to make. If you took a consumer loan and you have extra cash, the first consideration is to avoid having to take that consumer loan again. And how do you do that? First, by setting up an emergency fund. So I usually recommend, if you have some loans out there, maybe there was an emergency, someone needed medical expenses met, maybe you had some unexpected car expenses or household expenses and you took a loan, the first step is to make sure that you never ever need to take that loan again. So save, build up an emergency fund. This can be as little as 1 month's worth of your monthly expenses. And then once you have an emergency fund in place, any extra money you make, you put it into the loan repayment so that you reduce your interest charges, but also you pay down the loan faster. Now, someone may ask, but I have expenses in terms of interest. Why should I keep this money aside? Yet it won't be earning me as much in terms of returns. It is basically for what I've just said. When we need to keep borrowing to consume, we end up paying a lot, but also we end up destabilizing ourselves financially. And an emergency fund makes sure that this is the last time you borrow. Any other time you need to spend money on an emergency, you have a buffer to cover you. The risk of not having an emergency fund in place is that you may pay down your loan for a couple of months, something comes up, so you end up borrowing again, and it becomes that vicious cycle where you pay just a little, borrow, pay just a little, borrow, and you never really get out of it. And the goal here is to eventually, get out of borrowing for consumption purposes. So that's basically it. So one, what is the purpose of the loan that you took and how long-term is it? If it is a long-term loan, continue saving. If it is a short-term consumer loan, then one, make sure you have an emergency fund in place or a plan for that. And then any extra money that comes, you pay off the loan gradually. Now, this is the first of a series of videos on how to get out of debt. In the next video, we'll be talking about mobile loans. And, I'll be sharing my thinking about mobile loans. And for people who are feeling trapped in the cycle of borrowing from mobile, I'll also share a way that you can get out of that. And then on the third one, I'll share methods or ways in which you can use to become debt-free and also to live debt-free. Now, as I come to the end of this video, I'd like to encourage you to join the 52-week challenge if you haven't. We are on the 3rd week now. Download the Money Box app so that you can see how much you will be saving and how you will be saving it. Open an M-Shwari Lock savings account. Set your target up there Remember, the people who hit their targets get some prizes from Safaricom. And let's walk this journey together. If you have any questions or topics you'd want me to cover in this video series, please leave a comment in the comment section. And if you like this content, support me by subscribing, but also by sharing these videos with your family and friends. Let's walk this journey together. We save together as a community. We grow our wealth together. Thank you very much for watching. Till next time, be good.